Why did Boris Johnson get your vote yesterday?
Well, good morning, Tom. Yes, I have been a big critic. I've been quite vocal. That's my job as a backbencher. But look, there's no obvious replacement for Boris at the moment. And 14 million people in this country in 2019 voted for Boris Johnson and this party and this government. And I think if we're going to get rid of the Prime Minister, it should be up to the British public, not rebels in that place over there, not privileged people like me who sit in a privileged position every day. It was the great British public that voted for Boris and this government, so it should be the great British public that get rid of him, if they want to.
It's an interesting position looking at all the different people, the different factions that voted against the Prime Minister yesterday. Of course, you have people on the left who want to rejoin elements of the European Union, see Boris as a Brexiteer and want him out for that reason. But there's also people on the right of the party who see the Conservatives' agenda of taxing the highest level of 72 years, who see the constant U-turns, the bowing to media pressure as well, as a government that has to some extent lost control. How does the government try and win back those two very disparate factions that seem to be opposing the Prime Minister right now?
Well, there's also people amongst the rebels, Tom, that don't like the Rwanda plan. I think that's a great idea. They don't like the fact that we're trying to tackle the illegal crossings crisis in the Channel. They don't like that. They think it's cruel. They don't like some of the other things the Prime Minister's doing, which goes down really well in the Red Wall seats. Now, look, the Prime Minister's got a job on his hands. I'm not denying that. He's got to bring the party together, and the way he does that is by starting to deliver on the promises we made in 2019. He's already doing that with the levelling up. You know, 62.7 million pound in Ashfield, 7 million on the Future High Streets Fund, possible new railway, two new schools, £2 million for our A&E at the hospital, a new diagnostic centre. So in places like Ashfield, he is levelling up, but you know that needs to be spread out across the country. And I think once MPs see it's happening in their areas, then they might come on board a little bit more. But Boris is a great visionary. He's a little bit clumsy sometimes with his language. He has made a few mistakes, but you know we bought into that when we elected him as the leader of the party. So you know, bear with it. I think we've got 2 years to really get back on track, and you know the country will judge him in 2 years' time.